All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to another episode of Steel City Renegades. And look who we got back in the house, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chipper Nandall.
Hi,
How you doing, Chipper?
glad to be back. I'm back just so I don't get fined anymore. My hold in worked out well, so decided to come back since I got almost as much money as TJ Watt. Actually, I'm being paid a penny more than TJ Watt now, so that's why my hold in worked out well.
Well, thank you for coming back. And then we got Mr. D's joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, I fell asleep during that long ass fucking intro. What up? Welcome back, Chipper.
Thanks, D's. Glad to be back.
And then we got Ryan from wherever he's is this week, a couch, vacation, Kansas City, wherever he's at. Ryan, ladies and gentlemen.
Parts unknown.
Parts unknown.
Great to join you.
All right, so let's get into it. Week number 11 coming up. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Sunday Night Football in LA. I got us down to lose this game. Chipper, we're going to lead off with you. First off, how's things been with you? You've been watching a lot of Steelers football.
Watched every game.
Week 10, we're in the books. I know D's got some bones to pick with you real quick. We'll get into that. Your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers real quick.
Oh, my thoughts on he's spectacular. He's exactly what I thought he was going to be.
No, come on. Your real thoughts on Aaron Rodgers. Let's go.
He's done everything I expected him to be. He's third in the NFL in touchdowns. He's done everything that I expected of him, and then some.
You're being
you lying son of a bitch.
Nope. What's your take on the Steelers right now?
I mean,
5-3.
No, he's exceeded my expectations. I mean, when we first got him, I was all about hell no, don't need him, don't want him. But yeah, I will admit he's played a hell of a lot better. Although the offense itself, I was hoping would be better, but it is what it is.
Somebody's got this playing in the background. I can hear it coming through on somebody's phone.
We're 5-3, and hey. First place in the AFC North. So, hey.
First place in the AFC North. Did you think we'd be first place in the AFC North?
No. And the only reason why it is because Lamar's been out a few weeks and all the defense is ass. So,
well, I mean, our defense is ass too.
Well, yeah. I mean, they did show up last week, but
Your thoughts on the defense? Kyle Duggar coming to Pittsburgh, Julius Peppers.
Look, everybody's getting excited about how good the defense looked last week, and yes, they look great. But let's face it, the Colts haven't really played anybody this year. They played Denver, and then they played the Rams and lost. Other than that, they haven't played any teams that are really that good. So for the Steelers to do what they did last week, great. Congratulations, all that. The offense wasn't all that great. Let's see the $2.5 billion defense that we put together, put back-to-back good games together. Let's see what happens. If they can do that.
To be fair, on your point I agree. Yeah, I think the Colts might be leaning towards fraud. However, there have been a lot of teams that put together really good offensive performances over the course of the last 25 years. And they played some bums too sometimes. And at the end of the day, this Colts offense was the most efficient offense that, at least on track to be the most efficient offense that the league has seen this century. So, yes, I agree with you, but at the same time, I don't in any way, shape, or form want to poo-poo the effort of the defense because they were fucking phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And the yards were there, but let's be honest, most of those, not most, but a good portion of those came in garbage time when we were playing prevent defense, which I fucking hate. Prevent defense usually prevents you from fucking winning the game. And they end up making it a lot closer than it really should have been, at least in the box score. But that was a ass-kicking that started midway through the first quarter and went all the way through midway through the fourth, and then they turned it on when they had to.
And I think the main reason why Indianapolis had such a hard time on offense is we shut down Jonathan Taylor.
Can somebody in the background? Does somebody have this playing in the background somewhere?
No, I don't have audio on mine.
Okay,
but I hear it.
I do too.
It's coming from somebody, so I don't know who it's coming from. I know my phone's off, so. But go ahead, Chipper.
No, that's just the fact that we were able to shut down Jonathan Taylor like the way we did, and I think that kind of hurt the Indianapolis Colts offense. So yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this, and I'll go around the room real quick. Biggest trade deadline so far for the NFL. And did you think the Steelers were going to go do something and get another number 2 wide receiver? Because I heard this morning, that from Ryan Clark was on a podcast this morning. I was watching it. He was on Friday, and he said the Steelers had a deal on the table with the Saints to go get Shaheed, but it was Shaheed who wanted to go to Seattle because he was more comfortable with the Mike McDonald offense.
I saw that report too. Sauce Gardner trade. That's the one. That's the one that I was most, I guess, intrigued by, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the Sauce Gardner trade.
Are you okay with the Steelers signing MVS?
Sure. I mean, what the hell? We did Mike Williams we traded for Mike Williams last year, so sure.
But this is a different offense this year.
But you also have Aaron Rodgers, who is very familiar with
So are you okay with it? Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm fine with it. Sure.
Okay, so who snaps? Who does he take snaps away from?
Roman Wilson, hopefully.
Deez, your thoughts on the MVS signing?
I don't hate it. It's somebody that is comfortable with Aaron. Obviously, he's coming cheap. Roman, he made a really fucking boneheaded move, but I still like what we've seen out of him, his progression. I don't know how much we'll see MVS. I'm sure he'll definitely get some snaps. I don't know if it'll be as early as today, but as far as the whole trade situation goes, I'm kind of glad that we didn't get either one of those guys, for the simple fact that it's a rental and we know what our offense is. I don't know that I'm willing to give up 2 picks for a guy for 9 games and then fuck off, because I don't think we were going to go long-term with either one. Maybe Shaheed, but I definitely don't think Jacoby Myers would have been one to stick around. So I'm okay with it. And again, going back to the Mike Williams trade last year, we gave up a 5th-round pick for that, and he gave us 9 catches.
Well, let me ask you this question. On that front, though, with the Mike Williams trade, I know we talked about it last year. Was that Mike's fault, or was that the offensive coordinator's fault for not getting him involved into the game? Because you've seen that one great catch he had against Washington where he won the game for us, and there was a moon ball from Russell Wilson. But other than that, was it Mike's fault? Was he not ready? Did he not want to be with the Steelers? What? I mean, your thoughts on that, Deez?
No, I don't necessarily think it was Mike's fault. I think it was more a combination of the offense was very simplified. Russ was Russ, and I don't think Tomlin really trusted him the way he trusts Aaron. I think it was a simple fact of throw it deep or throw it away or take the sack kind of thing. Clearly the trust wasn't on Russ's side the way it is with Aaron. So I think if we would have had Aaron last year, the Mike Williams thing would have been a lot bigger deal than it was, especially when George went down. And I think that adding MVS this year will be fruitful as well. I'm not saying he's going to come in and, catch 1,000 yards, but I could see him finishing the season with 300 or 400. And I think he'll take some snaps away from the whole room and the tight ends. It'll allow us to not have to rely on 3 tight end sets as much.
Well, MVS is kind of big. He's 6'5", 225 is what they were saying?
He's pretty skinny, but he's faster than fuck.
Yeah, they said 6'5", I think it was 6'5", 2. Let me check that up.
I would tend to disagree that just by signing him may take away receptions or whatever from the tight ends, because Artie loves the short passing game. So Ganu, Freiermuth, and Mount Washington are always going to get their passes. So I have a hard time believing that he's going to take targets away from the tight ends.
I mean, I agree to that to a certain extent. What I'm saying is I think that might open it up a little bit to where we're not always in 3 tight with DK. Like we can spread it out a little bit. Doesn't necessarily need to be that. You can rotate those tight ends a little bit. As long as we get some kind of value out of him, just a threat. He's a deep threat, tall, whereas Calvin, while he's a deep threat, he's, a diminutive guy and easy to get lost on the field. You got MVS, who's tall, fast, can, definitely has rapport with the quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, so MVS is 6'4", 206 pounds is what he is. So I was a little off on the weight and about a little bit off on the height. But
yeah,
still,
he's a beanpole. Like 200 pounds on somebody 6'4". That's damn near Sally Struthers is coming to your house with a truckload of food.
Ryan, you guys had MVS during your guys' Super Bowl run out there in Kansas City. What are your thoughts on MVS?
He's all right. He's okay. He's never caught more than 45 passes in a year. The last 2 years he's had 23 catches. So if anything, it adds depth to the receiving core. Is he going to be gangbusters? No. Maybe he could be a security guard, a security blanket for Aaron if he finds himself in trouble or whatnot. So again, to Deez's point, he's a speedy guy, but he's never utilized his speed in any sort of fashion. Because like I said, he's never caught more than 45 balls in a season. So maybe it's just another weapon to tinker with for Aaron. But again, you got to pound the rock, man. I'm sorry. You've got to pound the rock. I think they're out of the games played last week, there were only 3 games where the winning team got outrushed. So it's a nice little addition. Does it improve them exponentially? No.
But it's a little bit more comfortability for Aaron Rodgers. And you can tell, like, I know Deez had talked about this during the offseason. Chipper wasn't too happy about this. You go back and you watch the Aaron Rodgers interview so far with the Steelers, and you see each and every week he's getting more and more comfortable with how the Steelers media is, and they're getting more comfortable with him because some of the questions they've asked him earlier on in the season was like, you're really asking me that question? And now he's just like, okay, he's going with the flow. They asked him about the MVS signing. He goes, listen, I wanted him, unfortunately he signed with San Francisco beginning of the season, didn't work out there. I was texting back and forth with him. He said that Cam Hayward played a trick on him about, he was inviting everybody over for movie night, and Aaron shows up over there and it's only him and Cam Hayward. And then, they're in a group chat and he's like, oh yeah, well, everybody's over here now, Cam. What is this, a joke? And then I guess Cam's son was throwing the football around with him in the backyard. So for you guys who say Aaron's a diva, who said that at the beginning of the season, everybody is wrong about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's wrong about
That's exactly what I'm hearing
this
too.
Guy, this fucking guy right here was talking about how much of an asshole diva he was, and that motherfucker down there was saying the same shit. He is the consummate teammate. Not a single peep has come out about Aaron Rodgers being a bad guy. He has literally been embraced by the city, by the team. And on behalf of Aaron, Chipper, I would like to say we humbly accept your apology. At the end of the day, look, it's still 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, but 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers is miles above the next best available guy we had this offseason. And he's the best quarterback that we've had since 2017, Ben Roethlisberger.
I agree wholeheartedly with that statement. And I don't know if you guys seen this, but Ben was on his podcast, and I guess the beef that they had between Rodgers and him got squashed, and Aaron and Ben are talking on a weekly basis now. So
they've had some good conversations. I watch Ben every week too. It's amazing the amount of media you can consume when you're the only person in the factory at fucking 2 a.m.
Now, to Ryan's point about pounding the rock, I mean, it would be great if we could actually have a sustained running game.
Well, they did call Trey Sermon for this game too. So 2 games in a row, Trey Sermon's.
I mean, have we rushed for, I don't know, 100 yards or 150 yards in a game total?
Trey Sermon's not going to sniff the football, Dave. He is special teams only.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, where's Caleb Johnson been at? Has he had any touches?
He had a couple touches last week.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not mad at that. We're getting decent production out of Jalen and Kenny Gainwell. I would like to see Caleb worked in more, but I'm also not opposed to them being patient and let the game come to him, because I think the speed of the game kind of overwhelmed him early. And the offensive line, I think you're going to see Caleb's production go up in the coming weeks, because you can really tell that offensive line is kind of starting to put it together, including Broderick Jones. And Troy Fautanu had a monster game last week. So I'd like to think that that's only going to get better as the season progresses. Darnell has been a huge hit, and Aaron obviously loves the guy. Should have had a touchdown, and I'm sure Aaron pulled him aside and, had a little heart-to-heart with him about, hey, Darnell, do me a favor and catch the fucking ball. But other than that,
to Washington's defense, though, that one pass that Aaron threw to him and they hit him right in the chest, he wasn't ready for it yet.
But you got to be ready all the time.
I understand.
That's Aaron fucking Rodgers. You better be ready, because the old man's still got a cannon.
Sure.
Let me ask all 3 of you guys this, and we'll start with Ryan. Does Aaron Rodgers, if he throws for over, what's he got? 17 touchdown passes right now. He's 3rd in the league in touchdown passes, 5 interceptions, and he's thrown for 1,800 yards so far. So he's already halfway to his point of what he had with the Jets. Does he come back for 2026, or is he done at the end of this year? Ryan, we'll start with you.
Who's that, Aaron?
Yes, Aaron Rodgers.
No, he's done.
Chipper?
I don't think he's coming back.
Chipper, does he come back?
Yes. And the hope is he comes back and Will Howard learns underneath him. That way we don't have to worry about drafting a quarterback.
Okay. Dees, does he come back after this season?
I think he's leaning yes, but I also think it heavily depends on how the season ends. If what we saw last week doesn't continue, and the defense, if that was a one and done, the defense falls back on its ass and we tank, then I don't know that Aaron will trust, the organization to put his body through it one more time. But if everything continues and we trend upwards, and look, I'm not saying we're going to win the Super Bowl, but I do firmly believe that if we get the defensive effort that we got last week, and the offense just, marginally improves, they're contenders. That defense, the way they played against the Colts last week, can beat any team in the NFL right now. But can they do it week after week? So I think
I don't disagree with you at all, Dees. Yeah. I don't disagree. There's got to be some. You got to put about a 4 or 5, maybe 6 game stretch together with this defense, man. You have to.
100%. So I just think it's all going to depend on how it ends, whether or not Aaron comes back. I think if Aaron truly feels like, oh, we're fucking this close, then I think he'll come back, and I think he'll come back again at a highly discounted rate.
And in our schedule, the next 5 weeks is crucial. We got the Chargers today, the Bengals, where Joe Flacco beat us with 4 touchdown passes, the Bears, the Bills, the Ravens. That's a tough stretch of games right there for the Steelers.
It's going to be tough. We definitely got to come out of the next, I'd say, 4 games with 3 wins.
I could have swore going into last week's game that we would really be on a 5-game losing streak after next week, because I was figuring we were going to lose last week, we're going to lose this week, and for some reason, after what we saw against the Bengals a couple weeks ago, I'm still holding to this that we might lose to them too. So I was figuring we were going to be coming in on a 5-game losing streak going into the Chicago game.
Well, the way I picked them last week, I'm probably going to stick with that the rest of the season. So we're going to lose every game from here on out.
Ryan, your thoughts on the Steelers defense and the Steelers right now, then we'll get into you and the Kansas City Chiefs here in a second. So go ahead.
The defense showed up last week. What's alarming to me about the offense is you were +5 in the turnover category last week. And you only won by 7. The offense, again, I'm still waiting for this, the consistency. And again, I know Aaron Rodgers got sacked 3 times. They ran the ball 23 times for 38 yards collectively last week. I mean, the Colts were no better, but again, they were fortunate. Couldn't run the football. +5 in the turnover category. Defense showed up. Still only won by 7. That needs to change. You want to score at least 21 points off those turnovers. Steelers should have won by a comfortable margin. So, again, for the Steelers, I'm glad the defense is sort of coming around. They needed a performance like that. But again, I will beat the dead horse until the day I die. You've got to be able to run the football in the National Football League. And I say it all the time. Much of it is a passing league. You've got to run the football. They won the turnover battle last week, which is fantastic. But again, I still need to – you go back and take a look at the games last week, guys. Every game other than 3, the team that won the game won the rushing battle. So, and as far as Aaron goes, as long as he's not running for his life and as long as he's not making stupid decisions, he'll be just fine. But again, the best thing for a quarterback is a healthy running game because it takes all the pressure off the quarterback. So they're 5-3. Look, they still sit atop the divisions. I know Lamar came back. They're still looking up at the Steelers. I know they have that crucial game against the Bengals and the Ravens, but they're still the team to beat in the AFC North.
One thing I would like to add in regards to if Aaron comes back or not, I just happened to be going through Facebook last night, and I saw an interesting, way too soon of a mock draft for next year. And this mock draft had us taking Carnell Tate, the wide receiver from Ohio State, as opposed to a quarterback. So I don't know if this guy was figuring that Aaron Rodgers was going to be coming back next year or not, but I just thought that was interesting that he had us drafting Carnell Tate, a wide receiver, as opposed to quarterback.
I think that it all depends on where we are in the draft and whether or not we can make a move. But I would say we are 90% quarterback or receiver first round, whether it's, Lenora Sellers or the kid out of USC I've seen mocked to us. But yeah, it's going to be one or the other. It just depends on who's available and whether or not, because the Steelers are going to try and move up if they think they can. They're not going to walk away next year with 12 rookies on this team. They are going to package those picks and try and move up at some point, whether it's the first round to get the next QB or maybe they jump up in the second or third to get a wide receiver. I would venture to guess that our first 2 picks are going to be quarterback and wide receiver next year.
So the Steelers yesterday, before they left Pittsburgh, they made a few roster changes. They brought Mark Robinson back from the practice squad. They elevated him and Trey Sermon, and MVS has not moved up. So that's your roster spots for today. That 2 new ones.
But I found it interesting, though. This again, it's a way too early mock draft, and this mock draft had us picking like 17 or 18 or something. In that it was not in the 20s, but it was like 17, 18, something like that. I just found it interesting that he had us drafting Carnell Tate, which I would absolutely love. Carnell Tate, not of course being Ohio State shell, but even still, Carnell Tate is one of the best wide receivers in the country. So him next to DK would be outstanding.
Yeah, this is another really deep wide receiver class. The quarterback class isn't looking quite as juicy as it was in the preseason, but there's still some quality to be had there. But yeah, wide receiver is going to be deep. So just make sure you don't miss if you do take a swing at a quarterback. But wide receiver, I think anybody that's going to be in that first round wide receiver wise is going to be a stud. But yeah, I like Tate. Even though fuck Ohio State, but if there's one thing that they can do, it's fucking produce wide receivers. So,
and again, being the sticking with the Aaron Rodgers Ohio State thing, if Aaron Rodgers does come back, it would be great if Will Howard, spend a year under Aaron Rodgers next year. We did draft Carnell Tate next year. Can you imagine Will Howard, DK Metcalf, and Carnell Tate?
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Mason's, and I'll put this on D's, do you think Mason's regretting signing with the Steelers now?
No, I don't think so. I think Mason knows what he is at this point. Like, he's a solid backup. I don't know where else he would have gone, where he would have been like the guy.
Cleveland.
Okay, but what would you rather do? Would you rather be a backup in Pittsburgh or a starter for that fucking abysmal franchise?
Or I mean, you know the answer to that question, but I mean, if he can go start somewhere, I mean, he could have went to Baltimore, backed up Lamar, and started a few games there. He could have went. I mean, there's other places he could have went to, but Pittsburgh. I mean, do you think that they told him when they were signing him, "Hey, we're probably going to bring in Rodgers. We're going to have you as the backup"? Or did they tell him?
No, I absolutely believe that they told him that. We want you to be the backup. We're still trying. Like, it was no secret. Everybody and their mom knew that we were looking for a quarterback, even when Mason was signed. Mason was a quarterback in a glass case. Like, if everything collapsed and they didn't get, whether it was Justin Fields, thank you, Jesus, for that, or, Aaron or Danny Jones or whatever, I think that he was well aware that he was not coming in to be the starter, but he was the backup to the backup plan. If none of those guys came over, they would have been like, okay, let it ride for a year and see what you got. But I believe that he knew that.
Let me go back to something about, I think the only way Aaron Rodgers comes back, and I keep hearing trade possibilities, if the Pittsburgh Steelers could put together a package to somehow get A.J. Brown over to Pittsburgh paired with DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers would come back.
Okay, so thoughts on that real quick. I would love to have A.J. Brown, but what the hell are you giving up for him? What is going wrong in Philly that they're trying to get rid of all these stars? Like,
their passing game sucks.
Yeah, but is Sirianni that big of an asshole?
It's not him. It's a passing game. I mean, I don't know. Is Sirianni the one that calls the plays, or is he the defensive guy?
He calls the plays,
but it's the fact that A.J. Brown's got to be pissed off because the passing game is so bad that he's not getting his.
Was the Steelers' passing game any better than?
Who would you rather you have passes thrown to you by? Jalen Hurts, who throws barely for 200 yards a game, or Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I mean, I would like to have Aaron Rodgers, but you don't know what's in his mind on what he wants. I mean, if Pittsburgh wanted him, you could have probably got him at deadline. I don't know, but that's a great point though that you brought up. Not Dees, but Ryan? Do you go out and get him? Do you go out and get a Garrett Wilson now that the Jets kind of threw in the towel and got rid of Sauce Gardner? And
Garrett Wilson isn't happening because him and Rodgers didn't like each other when they were in New York.
I do not want A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown has already shown that he's somebody that is going to piss and moan if things aren't going his way. Pittsburgh and our offense and our head coach is not a place for a duo of superstar receivers. It's just, you're not going to keep them happy. Period, point blank, end of fucking story. Most wide receivers have a bit of a diva attitude. Pittsburgh's not going to make those guys happy, and it's going to fucking crumble. Ryan. We need a solid number two, not somebody else's, superstar that they couldn't keep happy.
Would you go after Jerry Jeudy as your number two?
I like Jerry Jeudy. Yeah.
If he can catch a ball.
Yeah, there's that. But hell, he's had a few bad drops as well.
Ryan, why wouldn't your boys, the Chiefs, put a package together and get A.J. Brown? Don't they kind of need a number one wide receiver? Or are they really like? Or did they really like?
They would. Brett Veach, the GM. My only criticism of him is for the last 3 years he's trying to run it back with the same players, and it's not working. Again, smoke and mirrors last year. I thought in the offseason they would go after a legitimate number one receiver. They've got a lot of number threes on their team because there's not even real number one receiver is Travis Kelce, and he's old now.
I think Rashee Rice is a little better than you're giving him credit for.
I still need to see it consistently. He had flashes last year. Look, he was gangbusters the first couple of games he came back this year. I still need to see it consistently. But again, I don't know why they just want to sit on their laurels and try to run it back with the same people. And I still stand by my statement. They're not going to make the playoffs. Denver's going to win the division. Chargers will be nipping at their heels, and the Raiders, let's face it, they suck. So,
yeah, Denver, they're frauds. All right, their defense, they're legit, but that offense is going to be the bane of their existence. And while they may and probably will make the playoffs, they're probably one and done. And I think that the Colts are probably one and done as well. Buffalo, again, offensively, they're awesome. Defensively, they look great last week, but it's kind of in the same boat as us. Show me again. AFC's wide open. No matter how you look at it right now, the AFC is wide open. Baltimore, even with Lamar, yes, their defense looked a little bit better, but it's looked suspect all year long. Nobody wants to just grab the conference by the balls right now, and we're right there. They just have to put it together.
Yeah, it's been a while since the AFC has been in so much parity in the AFC. I mean, what would you say that there's 5, maybe even 6 teams can actually make it to the Super Bowl from here on out?
I think that's fair. If the chips fall a certain way, yeah, you could make a case for all the division leaders and a couple of wild cards that if they get hot at the right time, they could be there at the end.
All right, so let's get into it real quick. Pittsburgh Steelers travel to the West Coast to go on the Los Angeles Chargers. Chipper, we're going to start with you. Your thoughts, your keys to this game on how you get the victory against the Chargers.
The Chargers can throw the ball, and they have 4 legitimate targets between the tight end Gadsden, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson, and Ladd McConkey. It's a matter of can we slow down their passing game? But believe it or not, I heard if I read this right, the Chargers have one of the worst running off defenses in the league. I actually took the Steelers to win this outright.
Okay, so what are the keys for it?
The defense performing like they did last week.
Okay, Ryan, your thoughts on it? What's the Steelers' key to win this game?
Run the football, don't turn it over, and they have a shot.
D's, your thoughts?
Start fast. Our offense definitely has to take a step forward from what it was last week. Defensively, show me. Show me last week wasn't a fluke. Cover for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. That's all we need. Just take away that short shit. Keeping Ramsey at free safety could be a big thing. Kyle Duggar's got a full week under his belt now. Just consistency. Take away that short stuff. The tight end scares me, but so did Tyler Warren, and we basically took him out of the game. Cover. Like I said, they got 2 backup tackles in, and even before those tackles went out, Herbert was still among the league leaders as far as taking sacks. So we have to get to him. Sure, he's probably going to pop off a couple, but if we contain him, get to him a couple times, he does tend to throw an average of 1 pick per game. Get him off his spots, force some mistakes. And then on the other side of the ball, like I said, consistency. Let's take advantage of their weak run game, pound the rock. I want to see more Jaylen Warren, Kenny, even Caleb for that matter, and grind it out. It's not, it's a road game, but it won't be because we always take over. Well, I don't give a fuck if it's San Diego or LA or whatever. There will probably be more Steeler fans in attendance than there will be Charger fans. So use that to your advantage.
Herbert does lead the league in rushing yards by a quarterback. So just
throwing
that out.
Keep him contained. My key to the game, I have to agree with Ryan. You gotta run the football. You gotta score points quickly. I agree with D's on that. You gotta Rodgers. I say you gotta have anywhere from 2 to 4 touchdowns. Whether one, well, he's not going to have a rushing touchdown. You know what I would do? Here's what I'd do. I mean, I'd bring Mason in like on a goal line if you got first and goal at the 1, and I'd bring him in and fake the ball and go to him, like do the tush push with him, because obviously Rodgers wants nothing to do with that.
Fuck Mason. You put Connor back there like you have been.
Oh yeah, that's right. They've been using Connor.
Use right. Connor Hayward. Put Darnell Washington's big ass behind him. Like if you get on the 1 yard line, that's the only play I want to see. 3 times. Put Darnell's fat ass right behind Connor and carry him into the end zone. Don't tell Darnell I called him fat, please.
and
I'll get right on that. I'll shoot him a text message right now.
And hopefully we won't have to break the emergency glass and see Darius Slay on the field unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah, it's bad, but I mean,
well, okay. Now let me ask you this question: former Charger comes to Pittsburgh on Tuesday for a visit. He hasn't signed with anybody yet. Asante Samuel. Your thoughts on the Steelers signing him? He's just 25 years old. Can he help the Steelers defense out? Real quick, Chipper.
Isn't he coming off a neck injury though?
I don't care. Sign him now. Sign him before he goes to the other teams because I'm afraid he's not going to make it to us.
Well, his agent has said already that he's leaving everything on the table and going to interview with teams before he decides who he's going to sign with. That's exactly what his agent.
I'm cool
said.
with signing him. I just was I couldn't remember.
Is he better than Darius Slay?
Yes,
I'm better than Darius Slay.
Justin Gilbert is better than Darius Slay.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Ryan, your thoughts on the potential Steelers signing Asante Samuel Jr. at the age of 25?
Okay. What have they got to lose? Bring him in.
Your boy James Pierre is better than Darius Slay.
He is not. James Pierre, no.
James Pierre had a couple of big plays last week. Say whatever the fuck you want. Like I said, I'll take one-legged Corey Trice over what we've seen out of Darius Slay this year.
I'm not a Trice fan.
Can we bring back Artie Burns?
No.
Say what you want. Trice never, I mean, God, that sucks for that kid because really I know that you saw him get burnt a couple times in his first NFL action, but Corey Trice can fucking play. He just can't stay healthy from the waist down. And it's sad because you ask anybody in that locker room, all the beat reporters and stuff talk about how great of a guy and how hungry that kid is. And he's just been dealt. It's just one of those, his body can't take it.
Bring back Beanie Bishop.
Beanie can't play outside though. Like that's
better than Darius Slay can.
Yeah. And while we're shitting on NFL players, I seen a couple of stories literally in the last 2 days about what's going on. And I just want to scream from the fucking rooftops that if this team even entertains the idea of bringing in the fucking munchkin from Arizona, I will absolutely lose my fucking shit.
So you're not a fan of the Steelers going after?
No.
He's a Dylan Gabriel. He could barely see over the offensive line too. No,
he can't see over their waists, let alone their fucking helmets. Like, no. Yes, every now and then he's going to make a play. They're like, holy shit, that was awesome. But the rest of the time, just no. Especially with that fucking contract.
Yeah, right?
All right, so as we get into this week, we'll go through our games real quick. Ryan, you got the games pulled up for us? All right, so go ahead.
So just kicked off Falcons Colts. What you got?
Colts. I want to see Michael Penix Jr. lose his job.
Falcons.
Yeah.
I think the Colts are going to bounce back here. Sauce Gardner making his big debut. Yeah, I think they're going to have a get-back game. I think that they may have learned a lesson from last week. I think you'll see a heavy dose of Jonathan Taylor.
1 o'clock games. We got the Giants at the Bears. Chicago favored by 4.5.
The Giants at the Bears. Who's starting at quarterback for the Giants? Is it Russell Wilson?
No.
Oh, Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart.
Yes.
I'll take the Giants.
Bears.
You would take the Bears.
Giants are just a bad team. They always find a way to lose.
I want to see. Go ahead.
I got to go Bears. I mean, the Bears are offensively, they are clicking right now.
That's why you picked them.
Their defense is obviously pretty suspect, but the Giants, they have Jackson Dart, and it pretty much fucking ends there. So
you picked them because you're coming from the cornfields of Chicago.
No, I'd love to see the Giants beat the fucking Bears. I'd do cartwheels in the cornfields, but I think the Bears are just got too much offense for them.
Okay, D. So I'm gonna tell we're gonna hold you to that. So if the Giants somehow, some way today do that, we need you to do cartwheels in the cornfield, the closest cornfield by your house.
It's like fucking a football field away.
All right, so we need to go ahead.
I'm gonna go for some odd reason. I'm gonna go Giants. So
Giants just seem to find a way to lose.
Bears coming off that game last week, they're exhausted. It was emotional. These are the kinds of games the Bears should win, but they don't. That's why I'm taking the Giants. So I'm going to go Giants to mix it up. Bills at the Dolphins. Bills favored by 8.5.
Miami. Yeah, I didn't think.
Wait a minute. Who's the Dolphins playing?
Bills.
Bills.
Josh Allen is on my fantasy team, and George's fantasy league gives out astronomical amounts of points. I need you to throw 6 touchdown passes.
Can I just pause and say that is fucking insane the way that fantasy league is set up? But
hey, as long as Josh Allen keeps getting me points, I'm good.
Yeah. Does anybody want Miami?
No.
Miami doesn't fucking want Miami right now.
That's why Tyreek was clapping as he went off the field injured, because he doesn't have to fucking play for the Dolphins anymore.
Right.
Ravens at the Vikings. Ravens favored by 4.5. Somebody knows something.
I got the Vikings.
I got Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm listen, my heart tells me to take Minnesota, but Lamar's back. I hate to say this. Give me the Ratbirds.
I mean, until the Ravens defense shows me something, you got J.J. McCarthy throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
But
and J.J. Hawkinson. I mean,
has J.J. had a good game this year?
He's only been back 2 weeks.
I know who D's has. So.
Yeah.
Skull. And yes, that's probably more heart than head. I don't give a fuck. Go Vikings.
Listen, you need to go check out Jamie Erdahl when she does that.
I would.
Yeah,
I'd love to check out Jamie Erdahl when she does anything.
Yeah, I will send you that. I will send that in the group chat. Jamie Erdahl, I'm telling that.
Browns at the Jets. Browns favored by 2.5.
This is the prison inmate game of the week right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Does Shador see any time today?
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
So I got Browns.
Is this game like live on Tubi or something? Like
it's on CBS.
I got to go with the Browns for the simple fact that their defense is a hell of a lot better than the Jets. I mean, that's the only reason. This could possibly be like another Thursday night game we had this week, 10-7. It could be very easily be that kind of a game.
Look, the Jets just sold their 2 top defenders.
Yep.
So what's going to happen here is the Browns are going to look fucking awesome. And Dylan Gabriel is going to have his first good game. And everybody's like, see, we don't need Shedeur Sanders. No, that's just because you played the fucking Jets 7th string defense. I'm going to take the Browns. Justin's going to have a rough day.
Dave?
Listen.
You want to flip a coin?
I hate to say it. I'll take the Jets.
Okay.
I'm only doing it because Justin Fields. I still like the kid. He's a former Steeler. Justin has a good game this game. I have no faith in either one of these teams, but if I had to pick one, I'm picking the Jets. 13-10 ball game.
Patriots at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by 2.5.
Buccaneers.
At Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Mika is back, I believe. Godwin is still not.
Right. Bucky's out too.
Bucky is still out. Patriots are on a roll. Man, that's tough. I'm going to go with Baker Magic late.
Hey, I'm going to go Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Across the board, Tampa Bay.
Yep.
The hapless Saints at the Panthers. Panthers favored by 5.5. I'm going Carolina.
Panthers are looking good lately. Can't believe they're what, 5-3, 4-4?
5-3.
Yeah.
Oh, 5-4. You're right.
Oh, that's right. They haven't had their bye week yet.
Yep.
They
They have one this week.
If anybody takes the Saints, you need to be fucking drug checked.
I'm taking Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers all day.
I feel bad. I feel bad for Alvin Kamara.
I'll take.
You're gonna take the Saints. Sorry, you took the Jets already. You might as well just take the Saints.
You know, Ryan, I'll take the Saints. Who's starting at quarterback? Is it Tyler Shook?
Tyler Shook.
Alvin Kamara, this is for you. Hopefully you guys get a win.
Jaguars at the CJ Stroudless Texans. Houston still favored by 1.5.
Who's starting at quarterback for the Texans?
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills. Yep.
Dougie Davis Mills.
Isn't that the dude that's got the long neck?
No.
For all I know, he's got a long.
Pretty obscure
really
fact.
Yeah.
Obscure NFL fact of the week.
I don't study their headshots, but
No, there was just a meme. There was just a meme about quarterback. Oh no, that was Mike Glennon, who had
yeah. Glennon. His daddy was a giraffe.
It's Houston and who?
Jacksonville.
Jags.
I'll take the Jags.
Give me Jags.
Like Liam Cohen would say, Duval.
Yeah, Houston's defense is tough, so I think it's going to limit Jacksonville. But at the same time, it is Davis Mills. Their offense is riding the struggle bus. So I'm going to take Jacksonville in a close game.
I'm going to go Houston. I don't know why. I'm just going Houston. The 4:00 games: Cardinals at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 7.5. Jacoby Brissett will be the starter the rest of the year for the Cardinals.
For the rest of the year?
Kyler Murray.
They haven't outright said it, but they've implied it.
Yeah. Oh. Kyler Murray, for the most part, is done in Arizona.
Okay.
Wow. Where does he go next year?
I don't
with
care.
That contract,
not
who the hell knows?
Pittsburgh.
Cleveland.
No.
Vegas.
Cleveland.
I could potentially see Vegas, although I don't think Tom would allow that. I don't think Kyler's the kind of quarterback Tom wants for his partial owned franchise.
Give me Seattle. Seattle's defense is pretty damn good.
Seahawks, yeah. Seattle across the board?
Yeah, definitely.
Tough one. Could be the game of the day. Rams at the 49ers. The Rams favored by 5.5.
49ers cannot keep escaping all the injuries that they have, and I think this is a week that they're going to get caught up in it. I think the Rams are going to win.
I'll take it's at San Francisco.
Yeah,
it is at San Francisco. Yeah.
Who's starting at quarterback for the 49ers?
Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
Rams seem to have the 49ers number the last 4 or 5 years. So
hot take: Brock Purdy gone after this year.
Would you take him in Pittsburgh?
No. I think he's a product of Shanahan.
Yeah, I tend.
Shanahan's made everybody look good.
I'm just telling you. So let's see.
If they bring Shanahan with him, yes, I'll take him all day. But
he gets hurt too. He gets hurt too much now.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Rams.
My heart tells me I want to pick the 49ers because I want to see Mac Jones be decent over there. I like Mac Jones, but I'm going to take the Rams.
One would say you left your heart in San Francisco?
Yes, I left my heart in San Francisco.
Oh, nice reference.
The Lions at the Commanders. Detroit favored by 7.5. Commanders are beat up.
Yeah, no
Does anybody want Washington?
No.
7.5. The line I'm looking at says 8.5. The ESPN bet, but yeah, even that's not enough. I think Detroit has a massive bounce back game and wins this by 2 touchdowns.
Since the Steel City Renegades, I will save your game for last. Going to Monday, Eagles at the Packers. Green Bay favored by 1.5.
Green Bay.
Eagles coming off of a bye. Packers coming off of an abysmal performance. I'm going to take the Eagles.
So real quick, I just seen a thing where Kyler Murray's top 4 destinations are Jets, Miami, Cleveland, Raiders.
Jets would be stupid enough to do it.
So would the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
No.
The Browns would be dumb enough.
No, because it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to draft a quarterback next year. So
You don't know
that would be. You know how the rioting that would go on in Cleveland if they picked up Kyler Murray and didn't draft a quarterback?
Listen, they've done dumber shit.
No.
Go ahead.
They took 2 quarterbacks in this year's draft, so I can totally see them doing something that stupid.
Yes.
As the Eagles coming up, Eagles coming off to buy. Packers with a horse shit performance last year. Everything screams Packers. Eagles. I'm taking it back.
Packers.
And then finally, your Pittsburgh Steelers, ladies and gentlemen, in LA, take on the Chargers. The Chargers favored by 2.5.
Oh, 2.5.
Deez, we'll let you start off with that one.
I took plus 4.5.
I said it earlier. I got to see the defense repeat it. And right now I don't trust it. I fear that they are going to be feeling all big and bad because of what they did last week. And this just screams fucking letdown to me. God, I hope I'm wrong, but Chargers 27, Steelers 20.
Ooh, he's throwing a score out there. All right, Chipper, go ahead. You take your pick.
Well, I'm sticking to what I said earlier and what I did on DraftKings. I took the Steelers at plus 4.5, so I'm sticking with the Steelers winning.
Score?
24-20.
Ryan?
My head is telling me the Chargers, but until they can prove they can actually win these types of games consistently, I think Pittsburgh pounds the rock. I think their defense shows up again. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I'm going to go Pittsburgh 24, Chargers 20.
Ooh, same as Chipper.
Attaboy.
I am going to take...
But is 24-20 really a low-scoring game?
It is. Okay.
In today's NFL, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdown passes. I think we win this game 24-16. 24-16 Steelers improved to 6-3. I'm a big Herbert fan. Everybody knows that. I just don't think that their running game is good enough to beat us. I know Chipper said something about they got 4 targets that you can hit. I just hope our defense plays as good as it did last week. Let's put a couple games together. Let's go 5 or 6 in a row. Hold these teams underneath 17 points.
I hope that you're all 3 correct.
So come next week's show, we get to see video of Deez doing cartwheels in a cornfield.
Yes. I couldn't do a cartwheel before I was fat and old.
No, you said that if that happens, you're doing a cartwheel in the cornfield. We need to see that.
People in hell need ice water. That don't mean they're going to get it.
And then he's going to wear a Steelers jersey while wiping his ass with a Chargers jersey.
No, because that means I would have to spend money on a Chargers jersey, and that's not happening.
You wouldn't buy a Dan Faust Chargers jersey or Junior Seau Chargers jersey?
Not even if they fucking showed up to deliver it to me.
So if you got one for Christmas with black licorice, would you
Oh my God.
Hey, by the way, Chipper, show Deez what you got. So remember yesterday on the show we were talking about he didn't know what fun dips were, right? Ryan, do you know what fun dips are?
Long ass time ago, man.
Chipper, do you want to do a live taste test?
No.
I think you should. We've got that kind of time.
Chipper, you got like
we're going into overtime.
No,
here,
We're not.
4 minutes.
I'm looking at the timer right now.
How do these things work?
Just open it up, then you take the stick out, and then you
take the stick out. No, you have to lick the stick,
lick the stick,
and then dip it, and then the fun begins.
All right, so
take the stick
I
out.
broke it.
All right, no worries.
So where do I open? So open it.
He'll be up till 10. He'll be up till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Jesus Christ, Stevie Wonder could have opened it by now.
So I got to lick the stick.
Lick the stick and
you have to lick the stick. Yeah, lick the stick first, and then dip it into the.
Yeah, get it in there deep.
Put it in there, nice and deep.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's disgusting, but he's having another dip of it.
I mean, I might as well just do this with a pack of Kool-Aid, for crying out loud.
So that's basically what it is.
No.
Now you know what fun dips are.
Give me a bag of circus peanuts instead of this shit.
Would you rather have that or black licorice? Gun to your head.
Pineapple on my pizza.
No, that's not an option. Fun dips or
black licorice.
My version of fun dip sounds a lot better now, doesn't it?
Sure does. I mean, anything that tastes like seafood's okay in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chipper, we've missed you. Are you going to be back live next week, or you're taking next week off, right? You said every other week you'd be on the show. Every 2 weeks you'll be on. All right. So for Chipper,
every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
What kind of fucking contracts are you negotiating over there, Dave? That's bullshit.
I got a hell of an agent to do.
Yeah, don't ask Michael Jordan about load management, because don't get him started. He's
right?
not happy about load management.
That's what's fucking wrong with this generation.
Same agent as Joel Embiid.
Yeah. I worked so hard last week. I just can't do it again next week.
All right. So for Ryan, for D's in the cornfields,
I can't wait to see the video of him doing it. Can't wait.
I'll send it by Pony Express.
For Fun Dip and Chipper. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week right here on Steel City Renegades. Have a good week, everyone.
Go Steelers.
See ya.